Here is a problem from simple equation. In an acute angle triangle, 19 times one angle is 15 times another. How much is the least angle in such a triangle, given that all angles are integers? Pause the video for a short while and get familiar with the facts and figures given in the question. Now, what do you mean by an acute angle in a triangle? It means all the angles are less than 90 degree. That is the meaning of an acute angled triangle. Now, let ABC be the three angles. They are giving a relationship between two of them. Let's choose the first two, A and B. What does it say? 19 times one angle, let it be A, equal to 15 times another. You can choose either B or C. Let me choose C. Now you got an equation, 19A equal to 15B. What else is given in the problem? All the angles are integers, which means what? Integers, it cannot be negative angles. Integers means, so precisely it means positive integers, which means A, B, not only A, B, the other one also, they are positive integers, which means what? 1, 2, 3, etc. It cannot have any other values like fractions. That's what I meant. Okay. Now we will use this condition and this condition, because as you can see, there are two variables. We have got only one equation that will lead to many solutions. You're supposed to bring all these solutions reduced to one or two values. In fact, we are asked to find out the least angle. There is only one value to which all these infinitely many values are to be reduced. Now using these conditions, let's find out a few values for A and B. Let's rewrite the equation. Keeping A here, take 19 to the other side. It will be this. Now, see, A is a positive integer and A is equal to this much. That means this right side must be an integer. As you can see, there are no common factors between 15 and 19. So B has to be a multiple of 19. So what are the possible values of B? The first value is 19, corresponding to which you can find out the value of A. How do you find out that? 15 by 90 into 19. These two cancel out. You get 15. So corresponding to 19, A equal to 15. Now you put the next value, which is 38. If you do the same operation, here you will get what? 30. Now what is the next value? 57. Here A will be 45. Next value 76. Here it will be 60. Okay, I will work out one more to help you understand it better. Say A equal to, I am working out this one. You are putting B is equal to 76. 19 goes how many times? 4 times. And that will be 60. It's that what I have written here. Now it goes on. If you put what will be the next value? 19. Yeah, it will be, next possible value of B will be 95. Do we need to waste time working on this? Because B equal to 95 means it exceeds 90, which means the triangle you are going to get will not be an acute angle triangle. So beyond this, you don't need to calculate the values. So using these conditions, we have got how many values? 4 possible values for A and B. Now there is one more angle, C. See, I am writing B and A again. to give a better understanding. B equal to 90, 38, 57, 76, corresponding to which A were 50, 30, 45, 60. The next value we had found out was 95, which is not possible because this is greater than 90. Angles have to be less than 90 to make it an acute angular triangle. So don't waste your time finding out this. This is out. Now C corresponds to 146. Similarly, what do you get value of C corresponding to this pair? Obviously, again, this is not acceptable because it is greater than 190. So this pair is out because of this being greater than 90. Similarly, if you work out this, you're going to get a number greater than 90. So this is also not possible. Don't waste time working out this one. This is also out. Now look at the third pair you have got, 57 and 45. Corresponding to which, what will be C? C will be 180 minus sum of these two. Sum of these two means 2, 102, which is 78. 78 is less than 90, so it's acceptable. So right, 78 here. Now look at this pair. All the angles are less than 90 degree. So this is a possible triangle you can form using the conditions given in the problem. Now let's work out this also. 180, 76 plus 60. That's equal to 180 minus 6, 136, which is equal to 4. Yeah, 136 plus 44 is 180. So this is 44. And this is also acceptable because all the angles are seen to be less than 90. Here it is, this itself is greater than 90. So we have ruled out. So what do you observe now? Using all the conditions given in the problem, we are able to find out only two triangles, with these being the angles. Now what is it that's to be found out? We are finding out the least possible angle in such a triangle. Look at this. If you take this triangle, this is the least one. If you take this triangle, this is the least one. And between these two, this is the smaller one. So 44 degree is the least possible angle in such a triangle. And that's the answer to the question. By the way, there is something I forgot to mention here. I don't know whether you have understood clearly how I wrote 146 here and why I did not bother to find out this angle. I'll show you that again. As you know, the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So these are actually the three angles of a triangle. Now, I'll rework this again. A equal to 90, 15, B equal to 19, and you're trying to find out what? C. What will be C? See, if this is the triangle, this is A, this is B, this is C. As you can see, total is 180, so C will be 180 minus A plus B. Now substitute those values here. 180, A is what? 15, 19. So 180 minus, this is 34. That's equal to 146 degrees. That's how I wrote 146 here. Since The problem says that this is an acute angular triangle. All of these values, as I've shown before, must be less than 90 degree. But this turns out to be greater than 90, and that's the reason why we are excluding this from the possible triangle to be formed. Now, similarly, you can calculate this also. See, there A and B will be, A is 30, B is what? 38. So 180 minus 8, 68. You don't need to waste time simplifying this. This is obviously greater than 90, which it should not be. And that is the reason I left a blank here. You don't need to see unnecessarily, don't do any calculations or don't write anything. See, our aim is actually to get to the answer as fast as possible. See, unlike university college exams, where you will have to give all the steps correctly, even if the final answer is wrong, maybe you will get 80% credit or 90% credit. But in competitive exams, there is a difference. Even if you write all the steps correctly, supposing you make some mistake, either calculation mistake or a conceptual error at the end of the problem, and if the final answer is wrong, what do you see? It's not zero you're going to get. There is a negative mark. So the point I'm trying to convey is the final answer should be correct. Nobody cares about the steps you are writing. Whatever steps you write will go into the dustbin. So write as fast as possible and write as least as possible and try to get to the answer as fast as possible, because it is the final answer that counts in every competitive exam. Whenever you work out solutions to problems, see, initially you may be writing a lot of steps. Yeah, you need to, because you're not able to solve it, as fast as you want to. But do it again. You will see that number of steps will be getting shortened. Supposing you had 10 steps in the first attempt, next time you do it, maybe you will be able to cut it short by, say, 5 steps. If you do it again, maybe you will do it in 2-3 steps. So practice is very, very important in all competitive exams. Competitive exam is not just knowing how to get to the answer, it's about how fast you get to the answer. So write as least as possible, as I mentioned, but wherever possible, you try to avoid things. Use your intelligent approximations and intelligent way of approach. That's why I left this blank here. See, what do you get? This clearly shows it's bigger than 90. So what is the point in wasting time on that? And that's how I eliminated these two possible cases. And we concentrated on these two. And finally, you got the answer as 44 degree, as I mentioned before. If there is any step still you're unable to follow in the explanation or in the solution I gave you, please raise it in your comment section. I will address it there. See you guys in my next video, where I will help you with smart solutions to tricky problems.